no snow. Look it. Behind me is Lake Okanagan in beautiful British Columbia. Absolutely gorgeous, and the mountains in the background. So, hey Tanya, good to see you. Are you gonna come for a walk with me? I've got the girls here unleashed, so we're going for a little walk. It's chilly, it's windy. It is above zero, it's not freezing, so just going for a quick walk. I did a kid's birthday party today with my nieces and my grandson and some family and all their friends and kids. So I'm a little wired up. Take some quiet time here. Hey Becky, hearts right back at ya. Good to see you guys. We're just taking a quick walk. This is Lake Okanagan behind us. It's absolutely gorgeous. A bit of snow in the mountains, but there's nothing down here yet. It is cold though. It's chilly, but I'm a Canadian girl. I can handle it. Cinderella's here. Oh, hi Cinderella, how are you? All my favorite people are showing up. I'm exhausted. The kids are, it's a high energy place. Really cute. The mom, my niece, it was my great niece's birthday. She turned 4. My niece, she's a nurse, and she makes cakes, you guys, like designer. She's an artist. So I'll post a picture of the cake in my community page later. You have to see this cake. And it was just a really happy time. I lived in the Okanagan, same climate, same like lots of orchards and that kind of thing. So I definitely live in a tourist, beautiful, warm part of Canada. There's no snow, and it's almost Christmas, which is crazy. But here, I'll let you see the girls. I need to figure out where the button is. Is everybody else having trouble sleeping lately this week? Because everybody I know is saying, like, uh-oh, it's Betty Boop's turn to... Sorry, you had to see that. I'm good. Let's pick that up. Do you know what? I forgot to feed the dogs this morning. I was in such a rush to get out the door. And I decided to bring them with me, even though they had to stay in the cars, because... oh God, this is not easy with one hand. Oh my God, if you could see what's happening down here. Okay, I got it. Okay. I think I can turn you back around. You don't have to watch the dog taking a you know what. Hi, Abby, Thingy, and Abby. What state are y'all? I'm in the state of Canada. Apparently we're a state now. So I'm in the 51st state of Canada. These are my girls. Happy dogs. Happy. We're not going to go too far. I'm going to turn around because I want you to see the view of the lake. There's the mountains in the background. I'm actually not in my neighborhood. Shawnee, where are you going? She's resisting. No, we're going to go this way. Grass. She's actually trying to tell me where to go. I have, Danny likes older women. Well, it's nice to be appreciated, Danny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is, I'm 4 hours inland from Vancouver in the Okanagan, so it's definitely warm. Like, I mean, I think it was supposed to be 4 degrees, 5 degrees Celsius today. So it is warm-ish, but no snow yet. And yeah, you guys had a big storm down east, didn't you? Why does my chat fade away? There we go. Let's see. Hi, Scooter Mom. Yeah, you guys had a big storm in Toronto, didn't you, recently? You had some good ones. Oh, there's a phone call coming in. I'm calling it here. Sorry, someone was phoning me and it cut me off. Asked me how far is a grocery store? I mean, I live in a city, but it's not like a metropolis. It's just a quiet, small city, about 130,000 people. And I live in a bedroom community to that city. So the town that I live in is surrounded by lakes, like hot, warm lakes, crystal clear water. You can swim in it. We go down with floaties and and float. And it's literally as warm as a bathtub in the summer. It's really a nice area. And I kayak a lot. I live like a half a block from one of the lakes, so I can take my kayak down the street and jump in. And when I'm having a good year, I'm usually out every day in summer for 3-4 hours a day and kayaking. But this has been a bad year, as some of you know, so I've been a little bit going through it. So I kind of lost my healthy routine, but I'm back. I'm feeling really great, back to myself and reflecting on everything. And I have plans to make everything that happened a really good outcome, because that's what I do. I might write a book, to be honest, something like that. Spoiler alert for the people here to, you know what they do. But yeah, I'm thinking about writing it up, because I'm actually kind of I'm sort of, where are you going, Sean? She pulls. She's trying to tell me where she wants to go. So I'm going to try to follow her, because this is her walk, not mine. So. Oh, there's dog poo everywhere. I pick mine up. Other people don't. We have 1/4-inch ice at my house, treacherous. Oh my gosh. I've fallen on ice so many times in my life. Oh, they have chickens. Oh my God, these people have chickens. Look at that. Aw. Wonder what my dogs would do if they saw them. We might find out. Yeah, be careful, Cinderella. When you walk on ice, you got to take like shuffle steps and bend over forward. Bend your knees, lean forward, and shuffle. And you won't fall. I like your chickens. I don't know what my dogs think, but I don't think they've noticed yet. Oh, she just noticed. Look at Shawnee. What's that? Is that a chicken? Well, that's good timing for a live stream. Oh, the chicken's coming toward us. Hi, chicken. Are you curious? Look at the chickens. Betty Boop, what is that? Look, she just I don't think she's ever seen a chicken in her life. She runs away because she's a chicken. This one is, she would chase them like the wind if she could. So I have a story about Shawnee. I'll post that in the community chat later, the picture. So last night I was lounging in bed with the girls, and they each have their own little bed. So Betty Boop was asleep. This is Betty Boop here. She was sleeping in her bed. Shawnee took her bed, dragged it across the bed, my bed, and put it on top of Betty Boop and Betty Boop's bed, and crawled in on top. So her new nickname is Hell Gear. Hi, good to see you. Shawnee's thinking dinner. Exactly, she is. She's a hunting dog for sure. And she was trained in hunting, so she knows. She knows. So anyways, yeah, Shawnee climbed into her bed, up on the bed, high up. And kind of looked around like she owned the place, and then went to sleep. And I got a picture of it. It was the funniest thing ever. But she intentionally dragged her bed on top of the other dog, in the other dog's bed. Like, that's my Shawnee. She's a piece of work. Like, she's a little overweight right now. The vet told me to get a pound off of her. She's only 10 pounds. Well, she's 11 pounds right now, but she needs to be 10 to be healthy. 1 pound on her, that's a lot. Like, think of a pound of butter. That's how much she needs to lose, and I'm having trouble. But I forgot to feed them this morning, you guys. I'm terrible. So I shared my muffin with them on the way. I mean, I try to not feed my dogs on an exact schedule, because I want them to be able to not lose their minds when they're not fed. And then dogs in the wild don't have as much when they catch their food. So I feel bad, but not that bad. You know what? Look at them. They're very happy. The point is, they got to come with me, rushing out the door. And I decided to bring them along to they hung out in the car while I was at the play place for the kids. And now I'm going over to my niece's. I bought my niece, she's 4. I bought her for her birthday, I got her a spirograph because I want to play spirograph. So I'm heading over there. I'm on their street in their neighborhood right now because I want to play spirograph. So I'm the auntie that sits at the kids' table because I like to play. You guys, should we walk and do a safari, or are we going to just hang out here? Come on, Betty Boop, let's go. Okay, go, go, go. Oh man, it's chilly. It's just the wind. Apparently Vancouver, it's like a full-on windstorm today. Oh yeah, today was one of those rare days that, sorry, I'm gonna flip around. One of those rare days I got up and got dressed and got ready and did myself up, and just, I have been, homebound and regrouping for the last 6 months or so. But I turned a corner the other day and I'm ready to move forward. So I have some really great ideas, so stay tuned. You'll probably see more of me. And I have some interesting Scientology things I've been working on as well. Not as hardcore as I normally would, but things are brewing, and I have taken some actions. So I'm choosing not to share it because sometimes Scientology doesn't need to know what's happening. There's certain things that it's more strategic. I'm a smart lady, so I know what I'm doing. Come on. It's too chilly. And yeah, I have some. Hi guys. That's my niece. My niece and her girls. You'll see them in a minute. I'm sort of a videographer for the party, so I'll put together that video for them later. So I have some skills to learn in the next little bit. Technological skills. I'm a systems analyst in IT, so I'm good at computer stuff, but I'm not good at some of this. Like, I have to learn software for what I plan to do, and it's new technology, so not to me, but to everybody. So I'm going to be focusing my energy in on my future, and I can't retire yet. I had planned on it. I would have been in LA by now, if all traveling down there by now, if things hadn't gone awry. But things happen for a reason, and I do have a plan. I'm going to work longer because in order to facilitate and fund my future plans. And it's big. It's not just Scientology. There's other cults that need to go. And that's always been my plan. It wasn't always just about Scientology, even though that's the one that I've been most consumed with over the last 20 years, following it. I'm a long time with it. I've seen them all. I know all the people. I've heard all the stories to date. So, and I know there's more to come because there's going to be a lot of people leaving in the next little while, you guys. So we need to get ourselves as a community ready. So this is something I want to put out there. I'm not sure if anyone else is talking about it, but there's going to be a lot of people coming out in the next little while. What that timeline is, I don't know. It depends on court cases and various things that are happening. There's a lot of change happening. So we as a community, especially the most empathetic of us that choose the drama-free, perspective and not here for, I'm not making any money. So we're here to really, it's our humanitarian efforts, right? So I just want you to show the lake behind me. This lake runs, if you're driving, it's about 3 hours from here. Lake Okanagan in British Columbia. If you look at it on a map, it's huge, it's beautiful, extremely warm, and people come up from all over the world to vacation here. Oh, there's my sister-in-law's dog, Packer, his name is. Her name is Packer. She's named after the Green Bay Packers. I won't flip around because she's going in, but she lives next door to my sister-in-law lives next door to my niece, her daughter. So everybody's right here. Oh, there's a ball. Shawnee just stole Packer's ball. So there you go, Becky. Shawnee got a ball. Sorry, I'm not seeing the chat, so Becky's here to take care of any potential trolls. Thank you, Becky, you're still here. I don't get a lot of viewers, so I'm back to a very small, I like it this way. I want you guys here. And so just to share with you, I think that we need to come together, maybe start thinking about how we're going to receive any people coming out. Include them in communities and make sure that we keep it drama-free and safe, because they're told that we're crazy out here, and they're not wrong entirely, because things are pretty crazy out here. So, how can people escaping Scientology feel safe coming out into all this? So, yeah, so that's what I've been thinking about, like the people, what matters, right? So, yeah. Good, yeah, watch out, Becky's on the job. I only have a couple mods. Jen was a mod. I haven't seen her for a long time, and then my live at all. And then also Krista from Winnipeg, Manitoba. She's the my Hey Lady lady. She probably doesn't know I'm live because I'm rarely live. There's the puppies. I'm live on YouTube, so just so you know. I was warning everybody. It's on me, so. Hey, Ralph.
Hello.
My doggies. These are my children. Yes, Shawnee loves men.
This one, Shawnee.
She just stole Packer's ball out of the side yard, so. That's right. You snooze, you lose. So these are the people I'm going to be visiting. I'm going to go do Spirograph with the girls, because that was my gift to the girls, because I want to play Spirograph. So I just get the gift and give it to them, and then we'll do it together. So yeah, this is the lake, and we're near Kelowna, BC. We're in West Kelowna. So I don't live here, but close enough in the area, in the Okanagan. So anyways, it's chilly. See, there is snow in the mountains, but that's pretty high up. So it's higher than it looks in this video. Anyways, my chat keeps disappearing. There must be a setting. You look really good, lovely lady. Oh, thank you, Cinderella. I feel really good, you guys. I turned a corner the other day. I have been seeing a therapist. Needed it for what's happened in the last year, but I needed it for just my life, because I've had my share of trauma, just like most people. And I've never had good with therapy. I got better and better over the years, with here and there, but it just wasn't quite done. You know what I mean? I was still reacting to things and struggling. So I found the right person, and they're like the newest therapy that I'm doing right now. It's called Internal Family Systems, IFS. I strongly encourage you, if you're considering therapy or doing therapy, see if you can find an IFS practitioner. It is absolutely life-changing. Like, it's my favorite therapy in the past, that's the most effective, was EMDR. That really worked for me for some trauma treatment in the past. And it helped, but it didn't finish the job. So I think with EMDR, IFS, and then the other one he uses is somatic behavioral therapy. So that's more like the body, like the senses, like checking in, like smell what's around you, be present. It's sort of working towards that mindfulness. Look at Shawnee will not let that ball go. Is that your ball, Shawnee? I wish I could throw it for her, but it's not the time right now. This dog fetches balls for hours. It's the first thing I taught her when I got her. Does this look familiar? My home on wheels. My one and only vehicle. It's kind of silly to drive a van around all day, all winter, everything in my daily life, but I can't afford two vehicles, so it is what it is. And I love my van. Put the girls away. So yeah, so I think we can, especially this small group of people here, because you're the best, to I think I lucked out, because I got the best people to stay. That means something to me. That's important, and I think we need to get ready to be the core. Like, we have a role to play, and it's obvious what that is to me, anyway. Or not, whatever. I mean, I'm a creative. I'm throwing ideas out there. I can imagine anything. Here, doggies, I want to take your leash off while I'm going to leave them in the van. Come here, guys. Let me unhook you. unhook you and you're going to stay here, okay? Shawnee, you stay. You stay. So they can go in the back and get in the blankets and cuddle up. They're good. They're just happy to be out of the house. And Shawnee has her ball now, so look at her. She could care less right now. Here, let me jump in and just talk to you guys for a minute before I go in. Ouch. And I'll give them a chance to get settled, and I'm sure the kids are wired. Actually, oh yeah, the kids are with them. Okay. Give me a minute, my nose is running. Look at Shawnee, she's so happy. Oh my God. I loved Spirograph. Yeah, and this new Spirograph has like 3D glasses, so I'm intrigued. I can't wait to see what that means, and special pens and stuff. Like there's something to it that's different than the Spirograph that we knew. Oh, look at my dirty windshield. I don't drive much, so whew, I'm windblown. Okay, let me find my chat here. Yeah, it's a comfy van. Becky knows this van very well. This is the van where it all went down, right, Becky? That fateful day at the beach. Hey, I'm really glad we were together. That's a thing. That's really special to me that we were together. Yeah, I'll show you some pictures when I'm done. I'm gonna put some pictures up on my community page, just with the Shawnee putting her bed on Betty Boop's bed. And then what was the other one? Oh yeah, the cake. I was going to show you the cake. Did I say something else that I might have forgotten? Whew, I'm all wired here. I'm all hyper. Light Bright, yeah. And Light Bright actually, there's something new about, I saw it in the store and it's fancy now. So I need to check that out. Maybe for Christmas, because the girls are going to need Christmas gifts as well. So I thought I saw Light Bright at Costco. So that would be a good place to get it, because it'll be like the special edition amazing one. So I'll go check it out. My sister got the Light Bright. We would fight over them. Really? Yeah. I loved it. I didn't have to fight with anyone. No one else liked it in my family. Let's see. Lady Fairy. Oh, hi, Gwen. Good to see you. Oh my God. I haven't been live for ages, and I was just thinking about you yesterday. Gwen is my cousin, so she's been with me on this crazy journey. So, no, I'm doing fantastic, actually. Like, better than I have been in many, many, many years. So, it's good. Shawnee, she's eating the felt off of that ball entirely. I had to actually buy a box of balls, because every time we come over, Shawnee destroys all the balls. So I bought them a case of them. I felt bad, because their dog doesn't destroy them in 10 minutes. Shawnee, are you killing the ball? That's what she's doing. She's gutting it. She's a killer, I'm telling you. Oh, yeah. So I just, a deep breath. It feels so good. I'm really happy. So it was good. I'm glad that things happened the way they did, because it pushed me into a new level of, a new level of self-exploration in a good way. So, yeah, I hadn't, we all have journeys, and I made this sweater. What do you think? It's cotton. So I made it like the sleeves fit, like, for me. There's still like threads sticking out. I haven't finished it yet, but I just wore it today. I think I have some fixing to do though. It's not perfect. I'm still learning to knit clothing. So anyways, no one was judging, I know. Yeah, so I've been super good. I just think that we need to maybe think about what might happen in the next 5 years with people coming out. All crazy. We look crazy. Any of them watching any of our streams, that people like me, that they just see that we are actually normal people, and we're good people, most of us. And we can be a community to them. So I think that can be the next, I might start directing chats to them. You never know who's watching too. So yeah, I made a matching hat too. It's like a floppy hat with a brim all the way around, and it's cotton, so it's nice and sweater. So yeah, it's a cute sweater. It's just not perfect. So I might have to fine tune some areas. So I have another sweater I made that I have to reknit a whole section, because I was trying a Norwegian stitch and it was way too loose. So like a good 4 inches of it was like really loose stitches compared to the rest of it. Oh my God, I got to show you this. She's actually killing this ball. Look at her. She's a freaking, like, no, she's whining. Like, oh no, it's Betty Boop whining because she wants a piece of it, but Shawnee would bite her face off if she got anywhere near. And Betty Boop knows it. It's like, yeah. So yeah, look at her. She's losing her mind. You get it, Shawnee. Get it. Get your ball. Get it. Yeah. Oh, Betty Boop, you're so sweet. So wait, so I'll post the picture of the bed thing. So Shawnee's new nickname, a friend of mine named Shawnee, because I sent her the picture last night and she was going to bed. She texted me a few minutes later. I can't stop laughing. So she nicknamed Shawnee, Shawnee Queen de Shan Shan. Because she was like a queen. Like she put her bed on top of her. I couldn't believe it. Like that's an intelligent animal. Like I am superior to you. So I'm going to drag like a little 10-pound dog dragging this huge bed. Shawnee, get it. She is seriously killing that ball. Like she's like literally killing. So Gwen, I'm in West Kelowna, Lake Okanagan. This is my niece Jessie. So Cam, my brother Cam's ex-wife Dawn, her daughter Jessie, and that's the birthday party I went to this morning with my great niece Sunny. She just turned 4 today. So I bought the Spirograph for her to because I want to play. So I came over after the birthday party. They had it in one of those like play places. You know, those kids like whatever play places. And then I'm here at their place after to go play Spirograph with the kids, and then mom and dad can have a break. So anyways, so yeah, so let's talk about that. Yeah, Shawnee is something else. What else is funny that happened lately? Oh yeah, so this week, because I'm feeling so much better, I've been out. Like I've been meeting up with friends and going out and having my life back and stuff. And these dogs are used to me being home 24/7, and especially the last 6 months. So I'm with them 24/7. So Shawnee is like, why are you, like, I went out like 3 days in a row. Plus it was my son's birthday and like stuff going on. So of course I was going out. And I get home and Shawnee would not even look at me. Like she was so mad at me. And then it was like I get home at supper time and kind of hang out and then go to bed. And she freaking slept in the living room. Like she got up on the chair and got under the blanket and slept in she refused to sleep with me because I left her. She never leaves my side, but she was actually trying to punish me. She was so mad at me, she refused to sleep with me. So anyway, she cracks me up. She is a piece of work. Like she is that smart where she can actually plan vengeance, you know. But she's also like, okay, Shawnee, did you get your ball? She's so happy right now. She's settled down. Betty Boop, my goodness. This is nice because they can wander around the van and there's like a blanket back there for them and stuff. So how's everybody else? I hear the puppy. I thought it was wheezing. It was no, she's like whimpering because she's so excited. Do you guys have any questions or comments or anything? How have you been? We should do like a Zoom. How would you feel about that? Let's have like a girl Zoom. I'm gonna post a link for a Zoom. It'll be Google Meet actually, because I don't have a Zoom account anymore. But I'm gonna post a Google Meet, and we can all get together and start talking about what we want to do for being like the. Anyways, just just be what we are and do our thing. And I have other plans too. I was saying earlier, for those of you that have joined later, I have plans for other things I'm going to be doing that are different, very different. It's lofty. I get lofty ideas. So we'll see where it goes. That's why I'm not going to talk about it too much, just to let you know to stay tuned because things will happen. And I've also been working on chipping away at Scientology as well. I have... I have a different background than most of the people protesting, very different. So I'm using my skills and my knowledge and what I do to do my part. And it's not something that you can share. It's high level. So yeah, it's just, I don't need to tell anyone. I don't need it. I don't need credit. My line is always, I don't need credit. Just don't discredit me. That's all. Really pleased. Really pleased. My banner's been out there. Both banners have been out there. Dan has one, and then the other one's been floating around with people, and I'm pleased about that. So, yeah, that was the intent, was that I get the banners executed and then watch them, move through the community. So I was so excited that they were at the parade. Oh my God, that was good. That was my little part, So we all play a part and we do our thing. And I put a lot of heart into that banner. I designed it very carefully. Like, the coloring is intentional, the wording is intentional. It had to be short and sweet. How do you find in one small phrase, how do you say it? What do you say? So Scientology abuses kids, really, there's nothing more to say. Like, then I put the hashtags, or the ats for the two child survivors. Dan has been out and doing great. Isn't Dan just like, oh my God, I have such a crush on Dan. Like, he's my friend, and I just have a human being crush on Dan. He is like, I can't even tell you, like, being with him. Becky and Dan, you guys, Becky, you are, I wish people knew you the way I do, because just hanging out with you when I was down there, like, you took me around the city and we hung out, like, driving around places and doing things together, and we experienced being together as friends and being stressed out together and giving each other space. And, like, I mean, the one day I picked you up at your place and I was so tired I couldn't even drive. I'm like, Becky, I need to lay down for 10 minutes and close my eyes. So I parked on your street and I had the dogs with me. What is going on? Betty Boop took your ball? Okay, here. Well, don't give it to her then. Hang on to it, silly. So I parked, and then I said, Becky, can you just, like, hang tough for 10 minutes? So you took the dogs. You took them for a walk, right? And I just laid down. I think it was an hour and a half. I woke up and it's like, what is going on? And it was an hour and a half. I slept on your street, and you were like Auntie Becky with the dogs, and it was really sweet. But yeah, you're a very kind person. That matters more to me than anything. In any personality trait in a human being, kindness is number one. And I didn't witness very much kindness down there that trip. Betty Boop, you really need to give Shawnee here. Quit giving her the ball. You're obviously giving it to her. I think she's teasing her with it. What are you doing? Sorry, it's like having toddlers. It's like having, I got some flaws to fix. You know what? Do I have moths in my closet? No, that's just a loose stitch. I gotta fix this sweater. I'm new to knitting clothing, so I've made other things, but this one was different, a little bit more complicated than other things. And changing colors creates little weird holes and stuff. Just kind. You're really kind. And I don't, I'm the kind of person that, like, I don't tolerate things. For example, if someone's being racist, I call it out 100% of the time. Sometimes people are being racist and they don't know it, so I'll tell them why it's racist in a nice way. Difference between nice and kind, but I call it out. And same with, like, if my friend is being treated badly, I don't sit back. Like, I can't, and maybe I should sometimes, but, like, I've been in chats where I've heard things like my Becky, and it's like, no way. I've told people, like, stop. Just stop. That is unkind, uncalled for. You're a grown woman. Stop it. I just can't not do it. And you're my friend. I'm not going to not speak up. It's just not, and people say, oh, don't give them energy, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm going to speak up. That's just even if it's the wrong thing to do, I can't. I don't have it in me not to. So, I slept for an hour and a half. Yeah. Your neighbors walked my dogs. Those gorgeous black guys that live next to you. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. So that's just the way I am, right or wrong. I can't help it. So I'm not going to try to change, because I'm doing it from my heart, and I don't like injustice. I don't like meanness. Yes, I am a nice Canadian lady, but it's not nice. Nice is good. Nice is just polite. Like, you can nice is like you can pretend to be polite, even though you're not feeling it. kind is like really from your heart, you're seeing the human in somebody else. And even if you don't like them, be respectful and consider their feelings, be empathetic, and maybe throw out a kind gesture, even if they're, and I wasn't really good at that necessarily when I was deep in the stuff last summer, but I don't even know. I haven't watched any of my videos yet at all, nothing. I've seen other people watch some of my stuff. So I have seen glimpses of it, and I realize how I came across. I gotta face that at some point. I privated everything. I'm gonna dig it all out and redo some stuff because I want a video out there of my experience with Scientology in the 6 weeks that I was down there. Like the good things I did and the interactions, the conversations I had with Scientology. I have some footage, so people weren't watching me, so people don't know what I was doing. Some of you were there. But there were some, I have so many good memories. I actually think I was leaving after the encampment. I thought it was a huge raving success. And I said so. This encampment was a success because it trolled the living hell out of, and I can be unkind to Scientology because they fucking suck. Because they're, abusing people. And it's justice. We have to stick up for the underdogs. And people don't know they're underdogs. They're literally, some of them forced to be there or brainwashed to be there. So, yeah. So anyways, those are my thoughts. But I'm starting to get to the point where I'm looking at the whole thing in like a bigger view, as in the whole year. This is what happened in the big picture. And how it was actually really good, because if I'm going to be a protester in the future, I need to be on my toes. And I was not expecting. I cannot tell you how blindsided I was. I don't know. I see the best in people, and I don't expect that. It was really weird. I've never seen that level of that. I can't even explain. I don't know the words, but I'm at a point now where I'm fascinated by it. That's the good news. That's what I want to get across today, is that I'm fascinated by human beings. Human beings are acting that way for a reason. So they're not the right people, maybe some of them, to be in this movement and doing, because they're only going to further traumatize the people that are our focus. And the people that are here for the right reasons need to not forget how to do it and what works. And kindness, in my opinion, is what's going to do it. Saying I love you is empty if it's not. Like, love is an action, so we need to act out of love and show how we treat one another. Yeah, I know the Eric part. I watched Eric the other day and my heart broke. Unfortunately, I had a slight falling out with Eric, and I don't know. I wish we could talk about it. I've been wanting to talk. We will talk, because I send Eric messages all the time telling him how awesome I'm behind him and all that. So I really adore him. So my heart broke the other day. We need to talk more though, because there were some misunderstandings, and that breaks my heart, because if he knew me, he'd be like, wow. He'd get it. He would get it. But I'm just going to keep working. Just keep being myself and work on that. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So Eric, I can just, all we can do is just be here. But there is I know what he's alluding to in his videos. I know. I was there. So I was there with people for hours at a time when there wasn't live streams, and I observed. I'm an observer of people. And that's why I was acting so sensitive, because I saw some stuff going on and I had some realizations, and I was really triggered I was really disappointed with the community that was in Los Angeles in the 2 visits that I was there. And some of them weren't from there. There were all kinds of people from all over the place and from Los Angeles. And I witnessed a lot, and I'm trying to process it all, because it was all kinds of different. Where did you put it? Oh, because Betty Boop. Why does Betty Boop keep getting your ball? Okay, Betty. Okay, let go. Let go. Stop it, Shawnee. I'm not doing this. Oh my God! Okay, Shawnee, get it. There you go. Get your ball. Get your ball. So Canada Post, the strike is over apparently. They're being legislated by the government back to work. So it's good because I have some parcels to go out. Anyways, it's a mess here. Yeah, so those are some thoughts. And we are leaders. So that's the other thing to get across is that who's still here? I hope the right people. To get across that it's time to rethink things, and we need this strong silent leaders to be ready for certain things to happen, because things are going down. Like, it's really, there's not much more that protesting is going to be able to do. Even the presence is helpful. A loving presence is helpful, I think, because if a Scientologist is walking down the street and someone's there and they're saying loving, kind things to them or educating them, I probably screwed up on that when I was down there. I'm sure evidence could be found where I was saying, I was wrapped up in the shouting and the signs and the whatever. But I was more on the educate. I remember yelling, you know, the vans that used to go in and out of that parkade at the Fountain Building. Like, they'd shuttle them a block across all day long. Remember that? So I would hold up signs, and one of my signs was David Miscavige is the OG squirrel. And what that means is that he is, and this is actually the hot topic lately, is that David Miscavige is now being hailed a hero, and that he has revolutionized Scientology. So he has changed Scientology to be better, is basically what they're saying, and he's a hero for it. And that is the ultimate squirrel in Scientology. You do not, you don't buck what L. Ron Hubbard intended. You don't change anything. And he's changed a ton of things over time. They've re-released a lot of the material with his own spin on it, stuff like that. So, yeah. So I would stand there with my sign that says that David Miscavige is the OG squirrel. So I didn't know if they'd get the message, but when they're in their van and they're like waiting for the door to open, I would tell them, David Miscavige has changed the tech. Don't you get that is, he's a betraying L. Ron Hubbard, and he's a, what's the word? Oh my God. I'm not finding my word for, like, you know, when you go against your country. Oh my God. Anyways, yeah, so I was trying to tell them stuff like that. So I was yelling, but it was more like things like that, like trying to tell them. Like, people out here in the real world is not what they're telling you. Like, there's good people out here, don't worry. We're not all crazy. But we didn't act like we're not. Like, there's so much craziness that, like, you know, people are passionate. I don't have a problem with that. But sometimes, Trader, thank you. God, thank you, Bex. So yeah, so there's, like, they've been shown crazy and inappropriate. So of course they're scared, because they don't know the world. They're not comfortable in the world. Some of them have been isolated from the world their whole lives, if not for many, many years. So they see crazy out on the street, or when they're walking and it's aggressive, it's validating what they're being told. And it's like Scientology's rubbing their hands together. So, you know, I think that's the thing. I did talk to a black lady. I shouldn't say that because that identifies her. And I hope I don't regret that. I've already said it in the past, but I talked to her. I was walking with Blue, with the dogs around Blue, by myself. Like, I did many, many laps of that building by myself and talked to many Scientologists. Well, it was one-way conversations most of the time. But she walked up to me and I said, hey, because I saw her coming off the property, and I said, hey, you want to pet my cute dogs? And that was my line. And then she kind of smiled, but then, because I think was I holding a sign that day? I must have been. And she says, so what's so bad? And she kind of came up to me and she kind of whispered, she's like, what's so wrong about them? What's so bad about them? Like, kind of like this, like a side eye kind of thing, but that little touch of like curiosity and like, why are you spending your time protesting here? And I look like I'm a grown woman. Like, I'm obviously not like an anarchist, like a full on, like, that's all I do day and like for a living. I have a professional life and I'm a normal vanilla woman, you know. So I think she saw that, and I'm walking my dogs. Like, I'm just normal, average. And she asked me, so I said, so I started going off. Like, I was like pumped up, and I was saying all the things about Scientology, and she kind of looked at me and she goes, shh. So and I'm like, oh my God, right. So we crossed the street. She made me cross the street with her. And then we walked for like about a block together. And I was quietly trying to tell her all the things that they do. Because I've been watching Scientology for like 20 years. So I know I can reiterate things they've done, like going way back. And I remember the stories because I've heard them so many times. So I gave her the lowdown, and I said, I think somehow we got on she didn't say much, but I figured that she was Christian. And I said, they're going to tell you can be Christian and be in Scientology, but they are a religion. So eventually you're going to be told eventually, or it's going to be implied or obvious that you're not allowed to be committed to any other groups like that, like religion. So anyways, like I said, that's okay for now, but it's not going to last. Trust me. So you're going to lose that ability. So if you're dedicated to your church or anything like that, like be cautious because, and I said, like the auditing that they do, they are twisting your brain to the point where, oh, someone's out for smoke. Shawnee, shut up. It's okay. It's okay, baby. All right. She's very protective. Okay, that's just Ralph. It's just Ralph. It's okay. It's okay. She barks for sport. I swear to God. Yeah. So and then she literally disappeared. Like I was walking and talking with her, and suddenly there were lots of people and cars because we turned the corner to go away from Scientology. And she kind of just disappeared. She just walked away and was gone, and I couldn't even see her walk away. Like she ducked out somewhere, and it was so weird. And it was like, so I hope, I have this like fantasy, my imagination says that someday she'll reach out to me and say, I got out. And what you said to me really sunk, like it stayed with me for a year or whatever. Like that's what we all want to hear. Like it's worth all our efforts are worth it. But she was open to hearing it because do you guys watch? Is anybody here still? Sorry, you guys, I'm just going on and on. I'm not seeing any more chat. So if you're chatting and I'm not seeing them, something went wrong here. So I apologize. Anyways, oh yeah. So Reckless Ben, go look up Reckless Ben on YouTube. If you have not seen him trolling Scientology, a couple years ago, probably 2-3 years ago, maybe. Go check it out. He's an online, it's comedy, but he trolls Scientology so hard that I need to go back and watch it myself. Okay, good. That's good, Gwen. I'm glad. Thank you. If it's just us, the three of us, I'm good with that. But yeah, so go watch Reckless Ben. He's a kid, like he's a YouTube guy, and he makes money off of YouTube. So he's looking for like shocking things to do, and it's all good. It's comedy, it's entertainment. And he went after Scientology for a bit, but he went in and did the personality test, and then I think he did an auditing session, and he came out, and it was creepy. Like he was freaked out, like he kind of lost his mind, and he was confused. And he was saying like, Christina, hi, oh my God, it's so good to see you. So he was freaked out. He was out of it, like his mind got twisted in that auditing session, his first session. So, I mean, that's L. Ron Hubbard. That's the other thing I tell Scientologists is that L. Ron Hubbard had a bookshelf full of books on brainwashing, hypnosis, all that. So I watch Janice and Mark Fisher, what's their channel? I forgot. Someone here will know. But anyways, they're like, Janice was, I forgot her last name. My brain isn't working today. Anyways, Janice O'Grady, something like that. Anyways, she was L. Ron Hubbard's messenger from when she was a kid. And she was on the ship with L. Ron Hubbard in the early days, like literally like the 60s. So this is like, her stories are freaking crazy. So go find her. If someone knows the name of the channel. If you look up Mark Fisher Scientology on YouTube, I think you should get to their channel. I can't even remember the name of it. Damn it. What's my problem? I know what my problem is. I'm in my 50s. That's my problem. Anyways, she tells a lot of stories about L. Ron Hubbard and she's the one that said that he had a bookshelf full of hypnosis, how to hypnotize somebody on his bookshelf. So that's the intent of auditing, is you break down their brain and rebuild it to be the robots that they become. The lacking empathy, the follow orders, don't question things. It's the full-on like cult 101 bullshit. Like, he learned how to do that. He was, he worshipped Aleister Crowley. He never met Aleister Crowley in person. That was the previous generation. But he knew Jack Parsons, who was a student of Aleister Crowley. And they were into black magic and all that crazy shit in the 50s, the 40s and 50s. So there's all that background is really important to understanding this. The hypnosis is also in Dianetics. Cool. And you know what? I've never read Dianetics. I had the Dianetics book. Okay, back probably the 90s when I started my personal development journey, and I was into spirituality and meditation and all the new age stuff and all the Oprah stuff. And I went through all those years of that stuff. So Scientology was an option. I explored all of them. I did all of them. Scientology, I bought a box of books on Scientology off of eBay for $100 back in the 90s. And I think Dianetics was in there. And I think I tried to read it many times, and I couldn't get past the first chapter. I couldn't make sense of it. Like, it was too weird and it felt off. I'm intuitive, so if something doesn't feel right, I can't do it. I couldn't get into it. So anyways, I dragged those books around for, God, it had to be 10, 15 years. And then I finally just threw them out because I was moving, and I just threw them out at one point. But stop yelping. Oh my God, dog. My high energy dog here. It's very irritating sometimes. So I should try to read it, I think, is what I'm trying to say. Scooter Mom, I wonder if you can get it free on the internet. Probably. It's probably out there, I'm sure. There's a PDF of it somewhere. So I think I want to read it just to see that. And that's the kind of information I want people to be saying. Like, am I parked in a weird place for this guy? Is he backing in? Yeah. Sorry, am I in the way? Sorry, I'm parked just on the edge of someone's driveway. Just want to make, yeah, he's good. Okay, good. Anyways, so yeah, I just think that it's important to tell Scientologists that. Like, say, like, you don't know it, but the tech is designed to twist your brain so you're not able to think beyond what they intend you to be thinking. And just that line, that's a line you can tell them so they know. Had a book in Dianetics, couldn't get through the first chapter either. Miss Kim reads Dianetics online every Sunday. Are you serious? See, there's so many people out there doing streams that I don't watch because, well, first of all, I've been focused a certain direction for a specific reason I'm not going to talk about. But anyways, like, I'm following from a human perspective, curiosity point of view. I might write a book or something like that, so I kind of need to follow things. But I do want to be involved in that side, the other side of the community that is really healthy. And Miss Kim, and I've watched her before, I really liked her. So stop yelping. You know why? Because Betty Boop has her ball. So I need to stop for a second and focus on the source of the problem. And it's because Betty Boop has your ball. Will you keep giving it to her? Stop, Betty Boop won't give it to me. She has a death grip on it, you little Betty Boop. This dog is strong. Holy. Okay, Shawnee, you stay here with your ball. That's enough. Quit giving it to her then. It's like having toddlers. Oh my God. And then I block the noise out, and then then I snap. Anyways. Yeah, so that's cool. Miss Kim stays out of the personality politics. Yeah, that's so refreshing. I have trouble staying out of the personality politics, though. Sometimes I feel bad about that, because sometimes I make little comments, and I shouldn't do that, because I've been healing, I guess. Doing my best to totally be like, I don't want people to see me coming and say, oh no, there comes someone from that drama, because I didn't choose that drama. But anyways, yeah, I need to do better. Becky's helped me with that, because Becky, you're out there with people, and you're meeting nice people, and I've just been like isolating myself. Yeah, so, okay, I'll go, yeah, because I want to read Dianetics. So that's one of the ways of reaching Scientologists, is with giving them ideas on what's happening to them. And I think even ex-Scientologists don't talk about that. They don't know what's, like, really why it's wrong. I mean, she posted a link on her community tab. Okay, I think I'm subscribed to her. I have to find her. What's her channel? I'm sure I can find her, Miss Kim. I know I've seen her before, so I will have been subscribed, because I do subscribe to everybody that's out there doing great stuff. So that's a really good idea. Yeah, you are, Becky. And I'm sensitive. I just, there's a video on a documentary on Prime called Sensitive. And I have discovered that I'm a highly sensitive person. They call it HSP. It's a personality trait. And so I react to things very, like, over the top. But I was born that way. So it's not a disorder. It's just a personality trait. So I'm kind of reading up on that lately. And some of my family members are also, including a couple of the little kids. So we see these behaviors, these sensitive behaviors, and they just need, we just need to manage it a certain way. So anyways, I've been out here way too long. I'm going to go inside and do some spirograph with the kids before it's supper time. And it must be getting there, because it's starting to get dark. So thanks for coming in with me. I was only going to go for a quick walk and check in quick and then be gone. But you know me when I start talking. So I feel really good. So I didn't want to come on here and be negative, and just, I wasn't ready to be out to public, in a negative state. I had some work to do on myself. And really, in the end, things happen for a really good reason, And I'm really good at making the best of things and silver linings, and taking traumas and turning them into something like breakthroughs. And not just breakthroughs for me, but for, hopefully, if I can, share, so that others can also maybe learn too. Because sometimes we don't have to go through it. We can let others go through it and then learn from it and avoid it. So I'm bad at that. I tend to have to go through the pain myself. So I'm not as smart as some of you. But I just really did get blindsided. I'm a smart woman, but I do see the best in people. And I don't really want to call that a bad thing. So I just have to accept that that's the way I am. And, I'm not hood, Becky. I don't have that ability to see, sometimes I miss things. Or I feel it, but I just accept that, there are, like I see the best in all people, even the really bad ones. And I still do, actually. Hood. I still see the best in all, believe it or not, actually. And there's still that part of me that has empathy 100% across the board. Because I know there's shit down going on inside there. And that's sad, because there's pain there. When people are projecting and abusing, and like, that's a really wounded person, and it's sad to me. I can't help it. Like, I know it's weird, but it's just, I don't really want to change that, to be honest. So anyways, okay, I'm gonna go play with the kids. We're gonna go do some spirograph, and maybe I'll take a picture of my artwork, and I'll post it later. I'll put some pictures up later just to share these specific things I talked about. And thank you guys so much. I can't thank you enough. Just seeing exactly who was here was perfect. And I feel safe with this group of people. So thank you, my goodness. I hit the jackpot with, here, Betty Boop wants to come say goodbye. Little baby girl. See, she's the sweet one. She's the, oh, I know. She puts her head on my shoulder all the time. Shawnee's still losing her mind with her ball. Like, she's whimpering over there. Crazy. Are you going crazy? Okay. Okay, I'm going in. Okay, so hugs and kisses to you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. We will talk soon, and let's, I'm gonna keep an eye on my community tab. And I might reach out to you to, like, yeah, she's your baby. She loves her auntie Becky. I want us to do a Google Meet together as a group. So let's work towards that. And I'll try to, maybe Becky can help me reach out to you guys and just so you know when, because I don't have traffic. So I have to get myself going again and get back out there and get, like, my pop-ups to come up, and, you know, I have to find an angle. Like, I don't want to just ramble on and on like this. I want to have purpose to my channel. So I have to figure exactly out what I'm doing. I'm doing some charity work this Christmas season too, so maybe I'll share some of that. It's kind of really different because I'm different. So I'll share some of that as well. And thanks for being here. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.